There's a chair in almost every waiting room I've ever worked near, and I could point to it with my eyes closed, the one where whoever's been there the longest ends up sitting. Coat still on, coffee gone cold, untouched, hours old. I remember a husband once, waiting on news about his wife. He wasn't pacing, wasn't crying. He was just very, very still, in that particular way people get when they're bracing. I brought him water he didn't ask for, and he said, "I don't know what to pray for anymore. I don't know if I'm supposed to ask for a miracle, or ask for peace to accept whatever happens. It feels like picking one means giving up on the other." I didn't have a clean answer for him. I still think about that question a lot, actually. Because I see this constantly. It's not always the patient who's the most afraid in the building. Sometimes it's the person in the hallway who loves them, who has zero control over any of it, and whose whole job right now is just to wait. Maybe you're not in a hospital waiting room, but you know that exact feeling, loving someone who's sick or struggling and realizing there's almost nothing you can actually do. You can't take the diagnosis. You can't take the pain. You can only be there, which some days feels like both everything and nothing at all. You've probably felt guilty for being tired, guilty for needing a break from worrying about them, guilty for having your own fear when it's not even your body that's sick. I don't think any of that makes you a bad caregiver or a bad Christian. I think it makes you human, carrying something heavy for a long time. Here's something I've come to believe, watching families in that chair for years. Caring for someone you can't fix is its own kind of hard, and it deserves its own kind of comfort, not just, well, at least it's not you. There's a passage in Galatians, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." I used to read that as just a nice sentiment about being helpful. But standing in enough hallways, I've started to think it's also permission for the burden to actually be shared, instead of the caregiver quietly deciding they have to hold all of it alone because the patient has it worse. That husband's question, miracle or peace, I don't think you have to pick. Asking for healing and asking for strength to carry whatever comes aren't opposites. You're allowed to hope for the best outcome and still ask God to hold you steady if it's not the outcome you get. That's not hedging your faith. That's just being honest about not knowing the ending yet. If you're the one in the waiting room chair right now, in whatever form that takes for you, first, let someone bring you the water you didn't ask for. Let people help you, not just the person you're caring for. You need care too, even though you're not the one who's sick. Second, pray both things, out loud if you can. God, I'm asking for healing. And I'm asking you to hold me steady if that's not what happens. You don't have to choose. Third, schedule one small thing just for you this week. A walk, a meal with a friend, 10 minutes of quiet. Caregiving without any refueling isn't sustainable, and it's not more spiritual to run yourself empty. If you're loving someone through something hard right now, and you're exhausted in a way most people don't see, I see it, more than you'd think from the hallway. You're not failing them by being tired. You're allowed to need care too. Tell me in the comments who you're caring for right now. And if you know a caregiver who needs to hear this, send it to them. They probably won't ask for it themselves.